Dr. Anthony Fauci and Donald Trump are clearly not on the same page at all. And honestly, it should come as no surprise to anyone who's been paying attention to politics or just the news recently that Donald Trump and Dr. Fauci have been going kind of passive aggressively back and forth. You know, Trump will say, he'll like take shots at Fauci, but not too bad of a shot like he would do at someone like, say, Pelosi or, a politician, because he's in his, he works with him. So he'll be like, oh, Fauci's a nice guy, but, I think he's a little bit scared of the COVID. He's scared, but, I'm not scared. We don't need to be scared. Dumb stuff like that. So, it's clear that they're, not exactly having the best relationship. Well, today, Dr. Fauci actually went on CNN, and CNN's journalist, Jim Acosta, I don't want to say his name wrong. I believe it's Jim Acosta. But either way, you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to link the video in the description below. He asked Dr. Fauci, hey, Donald Trump basically asked him, hey, Donald Trump says that COVID's on a downward turn, but that's obviously not what you're saying. So, can you talk about that? Dr. Fauci says, quote, I'm not sure what Trump means. Now, is this a big deal? Yeah, it's a huge deal. But what I mean is, is this going to be like the end of Trump and Fauci? Probably not. There's going to be more, plenty more BS. But, basically, Fauci goes on to say how, some states are coming down, but there's a lot of states where the testing results being positive is actually increased. And basically, that COVID is still going up. That's basically what he's saying in certain areas. And it could potentially be spiking all across the country as the fall and the winter come upon us. So, we're looking at a crisis here, right? As we've been looking at for months, but this could get a whole lot worse. Back in March, Dr. Fauci predicted 200,000 deaths, and everybody was like, oh my God, 200,000 Americans died? That's unthinkable. In about 4 weeks, the CDC has predicted we'll pass 200,000 deaths. Before this is all over, we could see 1 million Americans dead. And I really, really hope this is not the case. But we can see more than 1 million Americans dead. And everything that Fauci has said as far as numbers and things has pretty much been on point. Now, they did, tell that lie about wearing masks at the beginning, which was, that could have saved lives and stuff. But Dr. Fauci, when he talks about science, this man's an expert. He's not perfect. I'm not saying he's God or anything, but this man's an expert. He knows what he's talking about. If he says that everyone needs to wear a mask, everyone needs to wear a mask. I guess what I'm getting to is, why doesn't Donald Trump trust his advisors, his scientists? And why doesn't he, trust Fauci? Why doesn't he do a mask mandate? I'm pretty sure Fauci's ran that by him, a national mask mandate. It would literally save so many lives. Our deaths did not have to be this high, man. They didn't, but people would rather sacrifice your grandmother, your aunt, your uncle, your 5-year-old fighting leukemia, your child who has asthma on the altar, all for partisanship. Yes, you heard that right. Not some amazing cause, not some greater good, partisanship. So, basically, because, Republicans statistically have less of a likelihood to believe in certain scientific principles, especially Christians on the far right, like the fringe guys. And also people are about public, government interference in private life. I said public life, private life. They don't like that. They don't like the government coming in there. People support small government, so they might believe in science, but they'll be like, well, the government doesn't have a right to tell me what to do. So you have all of this. And rather than being like, hey guys, look, I know we have our issues, but this is the one time where we need to come together, wear a mask, listen to the scientists. Donald Trump continues to perpetuate the idea that wearing a mask basically is pussy. Basically, it's stupid. Basically, you're scared. And you're a wimp. And no one likes a wimp because I'm Donald Trump. And I'm very, very non-wimpish. Yes, very, very non-wimpish. This is starting to get ridiculous, man. He was even making fun of Joe Biden the other day for wearing a mask. I seen, who was it? Was it, I believe it was the Young Turks did a segment on it. I wanted to say Kyle Kalinske, but I don't believe it was Kyle. Kyle's got a great show, by the way, Secular Talk. Definitely one of the people I look up to as far as politically, but also building his own platform. But that being said, guys, listen, man. Something's got to be done. Trump, I keep saying Trump's got to go. Okay? He's got to go. At this point, oh, man. It hurts to even say this, man. At this point, you could replace him with anyone. George Bush, Hillary Clinton. You could put Mike Pence in office and people would probably feel more at ease than with Donald Trump in office. Like, this is just sad, man. This is just sad. Like, I don't know. Like, if he doesn't do a mask mandate, and if people around the country start getting lax and thinking COVID's not as big of a threat, watch out, man. Watch out, man, because there's going to be a lot more bodies dropping.